Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Okay, I hope everyone is having a great day. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. I hope y'all can hear me, okay, around here. Y'all, I was not going to go live today. Okay, I had no plans of it because YouTube has been glitching like crazy lately. Okay, now I'm over it or whatever. But I saw some things. I saw some things last night. I saw some things today. I saw, Simon new interview that he had with Pace, and I said, girl, go ahead and go live. Okay, go ahead and discuss it. This is the thing. Okay. The live I'm doing today, I'm gonna probably cut it up into pieces and repost stuff in pieces tomorrow because YouTube and this glitching with my lives is not conducive to the money I make. Okay, so sometimes I have to just even saying supplement that around here. Okay, so if you watching live, hi. Okay, if you watching live, let's like it's the bros. Okay, y'all see my boobs enough. It's fine. If you watching this live, okay, and you notice tomorrow that stuff we discussed today is there tomorrow. I'm not trying to repurpose content. However, I need to repurpose content. Okay, so I'm just putting it out there. So don't blame me. Judge YouTube. Okay, but look, we around here. Okay, please do not forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Okay, y'all know the comments in the comment section because if y'all here and say something, I'm here, y'all here, we here. Okay, I did do a Housewives of Atlanta review of the looks of the reunion that is up, so go watch it. Maybe towards the end of this review, we'll talk about it a little bit. But again, I already went into the looks and stuff because I told y'all I be on TikTok now. I be TikToking. Okay, I be TikToking and stuff. So sometimes I'll do review of stuff on TikTok because I get good 10 minutes and I'll repost it on my YouTube or whatever. So again, okay, it's there if you're looking for it. It is there if you want to see it. Okay, we was live yesterday. That was a good time. Okay, we was live on Monday. That was a good time. Okay, we did Housewives of Atlanta. That was a good time. So y'all know, go watch the other things and stuff. Okay, but today we have these peoples and their foolishness, and it's just enough. Okay, it's just enough to give us a good hour and a half of chit chatting today. Because if not, y'all wouldn't go see me until Thursday. So I'm happy to be here. How y'all doing? How was everyone? Okay, it's not as hot today as it was, Monday and Tuesday. So I said, yo, I'm okay today. Now my air is on, but again, I'm okay, girl. This is too much titty. It's too much. Child. I'm looking like that. You can't be showing your boobs. Anyway, but yeah, hey to the people. Okay. Yes, it's about the men and their child. What is going on? What happened? So I said, girl, come on live with your peoples. Okay, come on live with your peoples around here. And again, YouTube is acting up on your phones. Okay, if you're watching on a mobile device, it is knocking people out left and right. If you watch it on the TV or on your computer, I think that is okay. But a lot of folk watch on their phones, so that was making me real mad. I didn't like it at all. Okay, so and I like having it up on my phone in front of me because I can see more stuff that way than read in the comment section over here on my screen or whatever. So now I gotta get used to that. Anyway, hey y'all, how y'all doing? A good time? Will be had by all. Okay, one way or the other. Or you rewatching my child. And the reason I like doing the quick stuff on TikTok because it's real quick and it's in and it's out. Okay, it's in and it's out. Okay, but yeah, I said Simon ain't been out of prison a full week or two. He just got out. Probably still smell like prison. Okay, but here he is, child talking already. Okay, and because when I seen a clip of the conversation he had with Page Six on one of the blogs, it was cut. I'm like, I need the whole thing. I need the whole thing. So I had to go to Page Six, pull it down, do a little edit. Okay, so we're gonna get into the full little 7 or so minute conversation he had with the people. Okay, or you watch me on TikTok, MP? Thank you, girl. I appreciate. TikTok is fun. You know what I'm saying? And I do the I do other stuff on TikTok. Okay, I do my behind the gate stuff behind beyond the gate stuff over there. So if you're not following me on TikTok, go do that. Okay, but let's get into what we here to get into. I have a few things on my share screen. I got a couple of videos for y'all as well because that's what we do. Okay. Sometimes I have to pull a full, review of thing, a full content of an interview to give to what I was watching because while I was sitting here, I had Funky Dineva. Sometimes I watch him because again, he's on right. I think he may still be on right now. Because he comes, his live is right before me. I have it playing in the background sometimes, and I was like, what is going on? When he was discussing the Peter Gunz and Amina situation, and I was like, see, some of his comments were based on the short clip that was on social media. If you would have listened to a bit more of the full conversation Peter had on IG, you could call Peter out for his BS. Because I'm like, why is anyone trying to defend Peter? Girl, anyway, I was like this. Anyway, so me as my own content creator space in my mind space in my world, if I can find the full interview with a person, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna try to at least watch a majority of it to get a better gist of what is going on. And sometimes folk don't do that, and that's okay. That's their business. Anyway, let's get into the things around here. If you watching live, thank you. If you watching a replay, thank you. And as I said earlier on, because YouTube is playing, I will be cutting these things up. So don't be surprised tomorrow if it's a premiere for the Simon part of this live. If it's a separate part of the meetup, if it's going to be a separate thing for each one tomorrow. Okay? Because guess why? Engagement. Because guess why? Algorithm. Because guess why? YouTube plays too damn much. Anyway, here we go. Okay. But thank y'all for being here. Aura of the Kelly. Okay, hey Robert. Robert. Okay, Robert Kelly. I never say that man name often, so I just like saying his name now. Robert. Anyway, Robert Kelly was denied a bond because the judge said, "Sir, you are still a danger to society. Okay, we can't have you free out here because you still could do some crazy things for all the change." Let me put. I'm gonna put a little. Where's the thing to do a little poll? Okay, can I do a poll? Let's see. Start a poll. Okay, should I'm trying to be more interactive? Should Robert Kelly be set free? Okay, it's a yes or a no. Okay, but just for some fun. It ain't meaning y'all here yet. It's just fun, so that way when folks watch the replay, they'll see what they miss out on. Okay. Anyway, that man said, "Judge, I want to go free," and the judge said no. Okay, he's 57 years old now. He's serving a 20-year sentence for the child pornography. Okay, and enticement of conviction. Girl, wait, yeah, and enticement convictions in Illinois. Okay, so again, he in there for a long time. Okay, the team said, "Judge, can we please get him out?" The judge said no. Okay, can he? Because I guess they can. You can be bonded out when you want a new trial. It's a possibility. But the judge said not for Robert Kelly. Okay, the Judge Martha M. Pacole denied the request of bond. Okay, ruling that he has not produced not nail argument, not no piece of evidence, much less a clear and convincing evidence to show he's no longer a flight risk or a danger to the community. If they let Aura out, he's gonna flee. Okay, if they let that man out, he gonna run. Run, Robert, run. He not gonna come back. Now I don't know what money he gonna use to flee the country, but someone gonna loan that man $27 for a bus ticket to Albuquerque, Mexico. Okay, and stuff. Or they may just traffic him to Acapulco. I don't know. Okay. They say Kelly's team argued federal judges have authority to grant bond post conviction. The judge said, yeah, but even if he qualified, okay, he had that New York sentence that would keep him in jail. R. Kelly wants a new trial. Robert said, I want a new trial right now. He claimed the prosecutors and prison staff stole legal documents, bribed a witness, and recruited an Aryan Brotherhood member to harm him. He also alleged being denied urgent medical care. So the judge is still waiting to say if he can have a new trial. But the judge did say, nigga, you're going to stay in jail. Okay? You can't get out. Not today. Get out of our face. Sir, the first trial you had back in the 90s, okay, when it was like, was you messing with people back then and you didn't stop in the fact that stuff you were accused of in the 90s and you was found not guilty of in the 90s, you did not stop doing it and went to prison in the 2000s. And then in 2020, whatever. Anyway, he wanted to get out, but God said, when Jesus says no, nobody can say yes, not even a judge. Okay? So yeah, Robert Kelly, get out of our face. We don't want it. We don't like it no more. See, he in there, it's fine. Next up. Stacey Dash wanted to recreate the All Falls Down video that she was in with Kanye West. I don't know why. Girl, first of all, Stacey Dash, we don't even like you right now. Okay? We don't like you right now, let alone Kanye West. Okay? Girl, what is you doing? Is she on drugs? Is it correct? I don't know. The All Fall Down video, which is from a while ago, 2004. I've heard one thing about. We don't know. Okay? Read the room, Stacey. You not popping right now. We so upset with you for some of your comments in the past. We damn sure don't care about Kanye West or any of his songs. Okay, now if you had done that 15 years ago, if you had done that maybe in 2013. I think that 2013, 2018, or whatever. I can't remember exactly when we started disliking Kanye West, but I know it's been a minute. So, in whatever year Kanye stopped being crazy, I'm sorry, started being crazy, whatever year he started being crazy, you should have done this the year before that. Okay. Had you done this the year before we didn't like him, we would say, oh, this is cool. But right now, it's a no. Read the room. Okay. We at war. Diddy's on trial. R. Kelly trying to get free. Kanye West's wife be walking around in candy. Girl, get out our face. We don't want it. Oh, what I look, y'all. I need everyone. If you have Disney Plus, go stream Ironheart. Okay, we need to support our black superhero TV shows, things like that. Dominique is it Dominique the Thorn? What's her last name? I think it's Thorn. I believe it is. But Dominique something. I think it's Thorn. She is playing the lead role in the Ironheart Marvel TV show. It's up on Disney Plus. The first 3 episodes premiered yesterday. We need to go because they're trying to be racist. Okay, because she's a black woman, she's playing a black superhero. They be trying to silence us. It's like, no, we like movies and super shit too. So y'all need to go on Disney Plus. Okay, watch it. The first 3 episodes, it was really good. Okay, Ryan Coogler is the director of it, so it's a Ryan Coogler production. Okay, where's Ryan Coogler? It's a Ryan Coogler. He's a producer on here. So I need y'all to go and support like we support. If y'all don't, Black Panther. Okay, this is Black Panther for TV. Go watch it. Okay, again, it's 3 episodes that came on yesterday. I think it comes on every week. So go support because I asked y'all to do that. It's a good show. It is. Okay, so don't y'all say I didn't warn y'all. Go watch it right now, immediately. Child, Love and Marriage Huntsville is coming back. Season 10. I don't know how this is season 10 when this show has only been on since 2019. They have these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons in 1 year is ridiculous. Okay, but season 10 will be premiering on July 19th. They did a teaser trailer that came out that I can't play right now. Okay, there's a teaser trailer for it. Mel left. She quit. We know that. And I'm gonna say this about the show. To me, the past 4 to me, the season was really focused on Mel and Martell. And it was a double standard. And when Mel would play how they would play, they didn't like it. So, one, I was happy Mel chose to quit the show and she moved on about business. Okay. 2, because I'm no longer aggravated with the cast how I was when we was in the thick of the bullshit. And I can say now with a clearer head, I'm content creator. YouTube. There's a glitch on YouTube where if you're watching on a cell phone or something like that, it will keep knocking you out. I'm still here, child. I can't control it. But YouTube is knocking people out if you're watching on I think either a phone or maybe a tablet or whatever. If you're watching on a computer, or TV, it's not an issue. But if you're watching on the phone or whatever, which most people watch YouTube on, is knocking people out. So I can't control that. But if it knocks you out, please come back in. Okay, I would appreciate it. Okay, anyway, but back to these people. But because I have a clearer, non-aggravated thought process now, because when I post on my page, Hold on. Let me go to my page. Because I have the details of the child. Okay. So the season 9 reunion finale aired February 15th. Okay. The fact that the new season don't come on until July, they've never taken a long hiatus like this before. I think even because I put the notes in how even between season 8 and season 9, season 8 finale aired September 2nd. Season 9 premiered November 2nd. So that was it's usually a 2-month break in between. I think only one time did they have a long, like a 4-month hiatus. That was one time out of all the years. But usually they're back every 2 months. They waited 5 months. You wanna know why? Because Mel quit. Okay, because Mel quit. I said the delay maybe because the fan favorite cast member Melody Cherie announced for the show after drama with the cast and production. I said so surely there had to be a pivotal moment of change needed to get the cast together. Okay, will you be tuning in? Will the new plot twist, the new plot lines hold your interest or whatever? Will Love and Marriage Huntsville succeed? Okay, the you know the preview, like my outfit I wore today. I've been wearing clothes every day to work because it's the weather here is dumb. Okay, so it's been cute little dresses and stuff to work. Okay, to be cool, calm and collected. Anyway, focus. Well, I'll be putting stuff on my page. Okay. Anyway, let me stop. And what I'm saying, but yeah, because I feel like from watching um the time before that taking a long time was it during the beginning? No, that they took a long time in between. Well, it was in between. I want to say between season 7 and 8, it was like a 4-month hiatus, and I think that may have been around the strike stuff. It was something like 2022, 24 ish, something like that. I can't think of exactly when it was. It was when season 7 ended and season 8 started. Was the only that was a 4-month hiatus, and that could have been because of courtship. Okay, but I said watching the teaser trailer, I'm going to tune in. This is why I said before, if I see them come back and any of them is still talking about Mel and Martell, I'm done. Because I said I like that Mel chose to leave, which forces everyone else to have their own storyline. So from what we can see, child, this is a nice picture. Okay, it's a whole new fresh look or whatever. Okay, different colors and whatnot. But even how they have the cast set up is weird. You have Tisha in the corner over here in the blue dress. You have Marceau on the other side in blue and green. Kimmy is in the semi in the middle, but sitting down with Maurice above her with Martell and Daphne close together, but you have Ken on one side, Trisha on the other. I'm saying then Neil and Chris is together, whatever. So I don't care. But when I watched the little minute to the trailer, no one mentioned Mel. That's great. I need them to focus on their own shit. Seeing Destiny talk to Chris and them son about why you didn't tell me you had a new baby because y'all didn't go together. So I guess now she's gonna pull in Lance into her storyline. I guess so. Ken and Trisha husband still around there fussing. So I'm going to at least tune in to episode 1. I'm gonna see what it gives. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool if y'all don't watch the show, just watch my reviews. You know what I'm saying? Just do that. But I'm gonna see. Again, if the show can go on and we are not rehashing anything old, we not rehashing anything Mel and Martell, we not rehashing anything that is just old and stupid. You know what I'm saying? I would tune in and see how it goes. I'll tune in. I think if the show can continue without Mel, that's fine. But y'all can't, y'all have to have your own shit on there. You know what I'm saying? They show, I think Miss Wanda was in one scene. We don't need Miss Wanda back. I feel like we don't need no parents on this show. The only parents we need on the show is Nell and Chris because their kids is adults. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need Tisha Mama. We don't need Kimmy. Oh, no, I'm sorry, because Kimmy, I don't know. My point is, we don't need nobody's mamas at all. So again, it comes back on July 19th. I'm a review with y'all. I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna see what it gives. We're gonna see how it goes. Y'all know Malika, right? Malika Haqq is Chloe's best friend. She's one of the twins, the black twins and whatnot. I believe the federal new targets. Really? But let me see. Let me read y'all comments. Let me read the comments. Let me read y'all. I be moving too fast. Let's see. So this storyline from ourselves that he's still cheating. The teaser trailer with the teaser trailer showed Martell and Marceau, you know, and what they got going on with their little fallout. I didn't hear them discussing Marceau and them cheat. I didn't see that. So we shall see. Why they're not thinking about their spouses. I feel like Carlos and them wants to create, no one, because it used to always be male in the middle. Because male was the star. So to me, I think they wanted to space everyone out just to have something to discuss. But I do think it's crazy because I think Ken and Trisha maybe have broken up at some point in time. You know that Martell and Destiny are supposedly single. You know what I'm saying? The only ones who's really separated is Tisha and Marcel, who are not, you know, close. And then Ken and Trisha. But Martell and Destiny are single. You know, Maurice is behind Kimmy. So I do think is maybe some trouble in the water. Okay. I don't know. Thank you, Toy, and thank you for being a member. I thought they could not talk about. They may not be able to. They may not. They shouldn't. They should not. I don't think I'll watch it now. Yeah, I said that too when the season reunion aired because I was so aggravated with the bullshit. But again, it'll be 5 months by the time it comes back on. And the teaser trailer did not look horrible. But again, if I tune in to episode 1 and it's some bullshit, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? They can't talk about mail. I think the show will do well. Watch my reviews. Not you, Miss Wanda. I don't like Miss Wanda. I feel like she's a one-trick pony. And I feel like, you know, she gonna cause turmoil between Kimmy and probably Tisha. The fact that Kimmy and Tisha are the lone standing women from the beginning, the fact that Carlos didn't put them more, like the fact that Carlos didn't think the least, like Tisha on the end. Destiny's more in the, anyway. I don't know, but I don't like Miss Wanda. She gets on my nerves. An Espo, we shall see. But again, you know, we will see how the show goes without Mel. Even when Mel was on the show, had the other cast just talk about their own shit, I wouldn't have been so aggravated. But anyway, Malika, who was Chloe's best friend, she's also the baby mama of OT. Is it OT Genesis? But she had a statement about, you know, deadbeat fathers and who should go to war.
But I do have a suggestion. I think there is a specific type of person that should go to war. I think that person is,
Yes.
or persons,
No, I'm not.
are men that don't take care of their children.
Now, why would you want to send Chloe baby daddy to war? Why would you want your best friend baby daddy to go to war? Because even if your best friend baby daddy take care of the kids he has with her, we not gonna ignore that he's a deadbeat father to that extra baby he had while he was getting Chloe's surrogate knocked up and stuff. So if you gonna say the men who don't take care of their kids should go to war, that would be Chloe's baby daddy.
If you're not in your child's life and you're not taking care of your child, the least you could do is protect the country, right? Because if you don't have a kid to take care of, you're not spending your time doing that, you have time to protect the country. I think we have like the runner up for recruits.
And if a person not willing to take care of one human being, what makes you think they're gonna go take care of the world? If a person is not willing to take care of an individual they created, okay, that their penis really generated, what makes you think, yeah, that's the person we want to defend us? He won't defend his own seed. However, the main, and I don't know if she's talking about her own baby daddy. I don't know, because I don't know that man. I don't know her. I'm not sure. What I do know is your own best friend. Maybe that's her way of saying, Chloe. Maybe they want Tristan to go around to the war. He tall, so he's gonna be seen real fast because he too tall to hide. Well, girl, you pot me kettle. Now, if she mean her own baby daddy, cool. But that mean your baby daddy. That mean Chloe baby daddy. Hell, Kim said Kanye don't do much either. That may mean Kanye. I don't know. Okay. Hell, Bruce left the kids and became Caitlyn. Does Bruce gotta go to war? I mean, Caitlyn probably won't, but does Bruce go to war? I just felt like, girl, your best friend baby daddy don't take care of his son. He may again he may, and so I think any man who is a pick me and picks and chooses which kids he wants to be in their life, that's even worse. Because if you are a deadbeat baby daddy to all your children, that's better than being a deadbeat to one kid but praising the other three. They are child. They be. I'm gonna let me go to Chloe Page. Is it Khloe? Let's see, Chloe Kardashian. Okay, around here. Does she have any? I just want to know if she has any pictures of Tristan. So a quick little scroll. Now, the kids are adorable. Okay, that watermelon look real dry. It don't look sweet at all, child. Anyway, but I just want to see, is there any, oh, happy birthday, baby daddy, happy Father's Day, baby daddy. Okay, good. I don't see, because if you, girl, you better not put that man on your page. Wanna know why? Because he's a deadbeat. He only, let me find his name. She got none. Okay, good. She got none. Okay, good. Keep that same energy. Okay, because that man don't take care of the baby he has with that lady whose son is the same age as y'all's son. Just saying. And I feel like I've seen her post Tristan before, because Tristan's brother, who is boom. Tristan's brother, is I think he, I don't know if he's this. I don't know if he's disabled or what the thing is, but it's something around here. And she's been, she's always been like, but I feel like, oh, that's the mama. Girl, let me go. Let me go, Tristan. Tristan, third trimester, Tristan. Okay, is he not on? Is he not on IG? Is it Tristan? Boom. Okay. This third trimester Tristan have a picture of all his children. Because if we discussing deadbeats, let's get into deadbeats. Okay, if we're gonna discuss deadbeats, let's get into deadbeats. So boom, he got True around there. Okay. And that's the son with Chloe around there. Okay. They go Dream, in them or whatever. So again, yeah, let me show. So has True met her other brother? Oh, see right here. Okay, we got True and with the baby with the baby with Chloe, his son with Chloe, his oldest son who he had with the girl who he was messing the girl right before Chloe. Okay, but where the other son at, Tristan? So again, if we gonna discuss deadbeat daddies, oh thank you, Keisha, I didn't see it. Did they switch? Did they all switch to the white men except for Chris? Well, no. I think Kim will probably get another black man. The only person who won't white men is really this is Courtney. I don't think Courtney want no black penis at all. I like black penis, but I'm not. But again, Tristan be round here pump faking, showing all the other kids except that one he had. Again, he consistently. So again, to me, this is the true definition of a deadbeat. A deadbeat is a person who actively knows he created another life. And he refuses to address that extra baby who did not ask to be here. He put all the other kids on a pedestal. He ignores that one kid. To me, that kind of father is worse than one who does it just ignores all his kids. If you ignore all your kids, at least you are consistent. At least you are consistent. But when you ignore one kid who did not ask to be here, that's a true definition of a deadbeat. Okay, just walk around, just flossing like he the man. Where your other son at? Okay, where your other son at, Tristan? Because remember, the son with that girl is around that baby may be maybe 5 or 6 months older than his son with Chloe. Because at the same time that him and Chloe was impregnating the surrogate, Tristan was impregnating the lady. So, isn't that Khadijah? Is it Khadijah? It's not Khadijah. Malika, if you want to call out deadbeat, start at your friend's house. I'm just saying. I don't like how they try to praise Tristan as a great father. We knowingly ignores one kid. It aggravates me. Anyway, again, if YouTube knock y'all out, I can't fix it. I can't fix it. I don't care about Lyrica anymore. Let's do Diddy. So Diddy, I have forgot to mention this a day or so ago. It said Diddy took issue with a fee for male escort who could not even perform in the text from the courts. Okay. Now I feel like it's a boom. And then who texts Diddy in the very next line at age 17? Bridget somebody. Okay. What are the 3 texts that Bridget says to Diddy? Okay. Good morning. There was a mistake with the cash. We are $600 short. Can you please cash at $600? Cowboys for Angels. Okay. Also Venmo or Zelle if that's easier. And then what is the text between Jane and Cabral? What did Jane say about what Cabral say? I don't care about that. The point is Diddy was pissed because again, the hooker he paid for could not perform. Okay, boom. The text between Diddy and the lady said from the same day, yeah, Shine and say, well, look, first of all, I'm confused. Okay. He couldn't even perform. Our agency provides time and companionship. You're paying for the gentleman's time. It doesn't matter what happens on an appointment. You could go skydiving or dancing. The cost of the time is the same. How you complaining about the dick not working and the hook you pay? First of all, most escort agencies, you're not paying for the action, you're paying for the time. Okay, if you go to a parking garage, you're not going to be paying for the parking garage, but you do pay for how long you were there. It don't matter what you do at the parking garage, you park there. Okay. Did he say, whoa, I'm not gonna be smart with you. I thought you would want to know how that felt. Talk nice to me, please, because I always talk nice to you. Have a blessed day. Being that I'm a long time customer. That's all. Don't get upset, not that deep at all. Love, well, I'm not trying to be smart with you. I thought. Anyway, how you complaining because the hooker didn't hooker? Okay, you can't really that shows how Diddy had this thought process of I should get whatever I want. You didn't pay for my dick, you paid for my time to be here. He's going to prison. Now, all over social media, people kept on saying, oh my God, they dropped the charges. Did y'all hear Diddy? The prosecution dropped the arson. They didn't drop the charges. I really feel like people don't be paying attention to what's saying. Today they were going over the exact charges and how the jury would have to determine guilty or innocence once they deliberate. Okay. Under the RICO racketeering and all that stuff, under that one charge, there are like sub charges, like subplots. Okay. The attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, aiding and abetting sex trafficking claims. That part of the racketeering, that part was taken out. They're still charging him for the same. No charge was dropped. And the reason they did it was because the kidnapping was the assistant who said he came to my house and forced me to go with him to Kid Cudi's house. That was the kidnapping. The arson was Kid Cudi's car being set on fire. Their point was we can't prove that we maybe did not prove that Diddy set the car on fire. We maybe did not prove it was technical kidnapping of the assistant. However, there are other subplots, whatever under racketeering that still suffice. So let's make sure that the jury don't feel if the jury feel like, well, you know what, he didn't kidnap her. He didn't kill the arson. If they feel like those things did not happen, he would be found not guilty of racketeering. So they just removed stuff that maybe, could not be proven, but he still did the shit. Okay, so they didn't drop any charges. That's not what happened. They just removed some things to make guilty or innocent be easier. Now they did also show the verdict sheet. Okay, that is one count of racketeering, and there's another count of sex trafficking. Cassie. So each thing has like a yes or no. Again, it has to be really specific. And if you are like, well, maybe I don't think he kidnapped the assistant. I don't think he set Kid Cudi's car on fire. Okay, they wanted to be real easy. I can't wait to see if he's innocent or guilty. Anyway, I really feel like it's gonna be guilty probably for the sex trafficking. So count 2. I think count 2 and 3, he gonna be guilty. Probably 2, 3, and 5. So sex trafficking for Cassie, transportation with intent to commit prostitution for Cassie. And then they may not say Jane was sex trafficking. They may say it was still the other thing. So I think, count 2, 3, and 5, I think for sure will be guilty. For sure. Now, the RICO, the racketeering, I think that's going to be the get you got. But that's why the lawyers took out certain pieces to be sure that the jury can easily see, yes, he did use his company, his business, for personal use of illegal activity. So we shall see. But again, they're having closing arguments tomorrow, and we could have a verdict by the end of tomorrow or by Monday. So hopefully Diddy got his prison clothes packed up because he's gonna have to go to different prison. Fat Joe. So we know Fat Joe was not found. He was sued by an old colleague or whatever. So Fat Joe put out a statement, basically saying, I didn't do it. This man is saying I did these things. I didn't do this. Why y'all fucking with me? I didn't do anything. Okay, he said that about me.
I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
I didn't do nothing, Judge. So again, he put out a statement. I've been tested for the last few months. I've lost my big brother, my father, my mom, and now I'm fighting against these disgusting lies. But please know I would not break and I would never back down. I've had individuals in my circle take my love and kindness for weakness, but how many times must we forgive them? I've had people steal from me, grow jealous of me, lie on me. Through it all, me and my family are the ones stuck dealing with the consequences of their bad decisions. If you get fired for doing something wrong, just take the L and live with it. But instead, they plot on your downfall as they watch you move on with your life. They decide to go after one of the things you value the most, your reputation. They figure they can make up the most insane stories and they'll threaten you with a lawsuit, then you'll pay, and then they'll feel like they finally won. Problem with your theory, I've never let anyone on the streets extort me. So how would I ever let a crooked attorney and a coward ex-hype man extort me? I'm from the Bronx. Mr. Tyrone Blackburn, attorney at law. Since you want the clout, we will finish you in court. The time of lawyers using the law license as a badge to extort people and destroy families with no evidence is over. I'm not the one. You messed with the wrong one. This time, Joseph Fat Joe Cartagena. That he said, bitch, not today. They accused him of having inappropriate relationships with people who are not 18, and as well as other things. So he's saying it wasn't me. Okay. Then they said the lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, was arrested because he hit a process server with his car. I said, no, why would he do that? If your lawyer is running people over with their car, I don't want you as my lawyer. You are illegal. That is weird. Anyway, hopefully Jesus will fix that. Now, I want to get to my thumbnail stuff, y'all, because again, then we're going to be done. Okay, we're going to be done. But first, y'all take a good little minute, okay? And y'all get to liking the, matter of fact, take a minute and 51 seconds and like the video. And we're back. So, what I want to start with first, let's do Simon. Now, y'all know Simon was in prison, right? Well, not prison. Simon was detained. And in his detainment and his deportation, he has now since been made a free man, okay? And he said, child, help me. I don't want to do this no more. I want to be free, Judge. I want to go back to my country and be a good old citizen. So when I had seen the interview that was like, it was in pieces on the social medias, I was like, girl, go find the damn thing, okay? So I had to go on page 6, okay?
Regret.
Pause. And he had some things to say, okay? Now, page 6, first of all, this is fair use, okay? Because this is a conversation about an interview. We're having a discussion, okay? So fair use, and it's not copyright either, okay? Anyway, so
Marrying her.
Absolutely. I said to her in one of my text messages to her, because she didn't respond because I kept asking her, why did you file for a divorce? And she wouldn't say anything. I tried to reach her mom. Her mom would not respond either.
now what's crazy to me is I was like, why they interviewing Simon on video? Girl, I forgot he not here no more. I forgot he ain't here, so it had to be over video. So Simon saying, I called and I was texting my wife saying, why I filed for divorce and no one would talk to me, not her or her mama. I mean, they thought you was a criminal.
I later figured out this felt like a coup. When I don't know if you're familiar with. I'm familiar. I say it because I'm from Nigeria, and that we were ruled at one point by the military, and so every so often when you want to change leadership, the president, you stage a coup.
Yeah.
A coup? By who? Now, first of all, who scammed who? Okay, did Porsha scam Simon or did Simon scam Porsha? Poll is up. Cast your votes as we watch what else Simon said. Simon said scam. Look, to say they staged a coup, but sir, your prison record came out. So it was at least a chance for her to say, maybe I don't want to stay married to this man.
That's how I felt. I was totally blindsided. I was no member of her family, whether on the mother's side or the father's side, reached out to me. And
now she said the same thing about your family. Okay, she said, not as C. Can I add? I can't add nothing. Okay, all it's just either them. Is it either? Well, I can't add a choice. It's either he scammed her or she scammed him. But Porsha said the same thing. Porsha said when I called, his family didn't reach out. No one did nothing.
And the only person I actually reached out to was her mom, and she didn't respond. And so I essentially sent her a text message. I said this was a $5 million rehab project that I took on.
Not a child, a $5 million rehab because he bought the house. He got her that car. He was giving her, 30 grand a month. But that's what happened when you leave with money. Okay? That's what happened when you leave with money.
Never shared her concerns or issues with me before filing for divorce. If you're married, I've been married quite a bit. I think I understand a little bit about the dynamics of, I should understand a little bit about the dynamics of a relationship. You discuss issues and say, hey, if this does not change or something does not happen, this is what might come of it.
Mm-hmm.
We never had those discussions, and I'm happy to share with you text messages where I was essentially blindsided.
Now, I'll say this. Simon is right. When you are married, you are supposed to have conversations about issues in the marriage. But Porsha said, now again, they both can be lying. In fact, let's change the poll. Let me add a new one, okay? Because y'all said they scammed each other, child. Okay. Who scammed? Because y'all said y'all wanted to be different. Okay. Porsha got Simon. Okay, Simon got Porsha. Okay, let me add an option. They got each other. Okay, so boom. You know, because maybe that's a little bit more fair. Okay, but Porsha at one point was saying, "Well, I was asking him this and I was asking him that," and he, oh no, the voice is different because I had to speed it up. So even the regular tone of his voice ain't too different. I just sped up a little bit. So yeah. But yeah, Portia said before I was asking questions, I would say, Simon, why we came, you know what I'm saying? So she had said that she had asked him stuff and he just was not answering her questions. So now he's saying, well, she never told me we had any issues. She was waiting filed for divorce. So they both is accusing each other of a scam.
by the divorce filing.
I was actually going to ask you if this was something that you saw coming, if conversations had been had prior. What do you think Portia's reason was to file for divorce?
Illegal charges, fraud. All the stuff that came out is what she said happened.
I think I was targeted.
In what way?
I was targeted from day one for financial reasons.
Now she wanted your money. I mean, she wanted your money. You wanted the cooch. Again, y'all move quick like a viper. Okay? Y'all snatch each other up with, oh, we're so in love. Peace. Oh, and all that stuff. So, like, not she, girl.
When I filed for divorce from my previous, ex-wife, she was in my DM praying for me. And I think I was in a vulnerable position at that time, and I entertained it.
Not you got had by Porsha. Now him saying while I was going through my divorce with my other ex-wife, the wife of her, she was in my DM consoling me, and I fell for the okey doke. Well, sir, you played the okey doke.
And so it just kind of snowballed from there. Getting engaged in 30 days. I mean, who does that?
You didn't you propose? Didn't you buy the ring? Child, but you see how you trying to make it seem as if, well, she reached out to me, she DM'd me, and I felt I was in a vulnerable state because I was divorcing the other wife or whatever. I was vulnerable, or whatever, and she came in here and got to me and confused me and had me get her a ring or whatever, and
I was out of my goddamn mind to have done that, and of course I'm paying dearly for it.
Wow.
Now I'm gonna say this as well. I don't negate the fact that he got scammed and got put on by Porsha Peach Juice Williams. However, you knew what you were doing. You knew what you were getting into. Because even if someone said, "Hey, Simon, how you doing? Let's get married." Wait.
That brings me to my next topic. There was some reports stating that the judge overseeing your divorce case has upheld the prenup that you guys signed before entering marriage. Are you able to share a little bit about what those terms are or look like?
How the money gonna flow? How the money go? Okay, well, the judge said prenup is enforced. What was the prenup?
You receive $40,000 a month in alimony for the length of the marriage, which was 14 months.
So the fact that they had, and I think because they said before they got married, he was giving her 30,000. So once she married him, she would get $40,000 per month for every month they were married. So we were married for 14 months. Girl, I mean, when you lead with money, that's what happens. I feel like if neither party wants anything financially from the person, if I have my own money and you have your own money, I don't need to be paid like that. You know what I'm saying? So part of me feel like he knew it was a financial transaction from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? Period. So she didn't really scam you in that way. You played along with the dong game.
She gets to stay in the house, all expenses paid, including the mortgage, through for 36 months, up to 36 months. And if she chooses to own the home, she would have to refinance the property in her name and take a 50% equity. She would have to give me 50% equity in the home.
So my question is, who set up the prenup? Did Porsha suggest, hey, I want a stipend per month if we divorce? Did Porsha put forth, hey, if we break up, I want to be in a house for at least 3 years to get myself together? I feel like it's now if he's saying she put forth these stipulations just in case, and then push for the divorce to get those stipulations, that's on you. You let Peach Juice scheme and scam you. Everyone told both of y'all moving too fast. Everyone told both of y'all slow down. If you allow her to run your little red Corvette too fast down the road, so again, that's on you. As you said, you've been married 18 times before. Okay, you had already been married, so why did you not see this shit coming?
Wow. What I guess what is your reaction to that ruling and that decision?
It's basically what I've held from day one about this case. When I realized that I was targeted, I've had prenups in previous relationship, and I've honored those prenups without reservation.
When you were divorcing Fallon, it felt funny. I felt like when you was with divorcing Fallon, it was like, I ain't gonna give her nothing.
This time around, I've chosen to challenge in court all the way to the Supreme Court if I have to. This enforcement of the prenup is going to continue to receive legal challenges on the appeal front.
Okay.
Now, I guess his point is, I'm fighting. Now, again, I've sat with him on this. I think he said I'm fighting the prenup because I felt like she scammed me from the beginning. So if his point is, well, I never had an issue paying the old ex-wives, I have an issue this time because I feel like she played me. Now, if that's how he feels, cool, I get it, fine. However, I still feel like he should have saw this coming because he's been married that many times. He should have saw it coming. Period. Because to me, it's like, is he complaining because she divorced him so fast, or because she did not give him a direct reason for the divorce, and then she invoked to enforce the prenup? Now, again, if he's saying, I think she scammed me to get the car, to get the house, and to get the money, and that's why I'm fighting it, because she didn't really want to be with me. That's the price you pay as a 60-year-old man with a 30-something-year-old wife who, you know what I'm saying, you knew what it was from the get.
Okay. So you're vowing to appeal this decision for sure.
1000% is going to be appealed.
One of the things that has recently kind of come out is that Porsha said she paid child support for your children while you were in ICE custody. What is your reaction to that?
She sent her two $2,500 payments in 1 month, and that was it. That did.
So again, if Porsha sent the one son's mama $5,000, I mean, that's money.
Even necessarily cover anything. I heard for the first time in court that had happened, and I immediately texted my ex-wife asking her, did she receive any funds from Porsha? She said yes. Porsha reached out to her and offered to give those funds to her.
Now y'all know Porsha said that the baby mama reached out and said she wasn't getting no money. But now Simon saying, nah. My ex-wife said Porsha reached out to her. So who lying? The ex-wife or the current ex-wife?
In my opinion, it was not. It wasn't done in good faith. It was done to give a narrative in court or to the public that I paid Simon's. I paid Simon's child support.
Well, I feel like, Porsha and Simon, over their whole, 15-month 2 year, 2.5 year relationship, they consistently did things to show off. They used to do stuff to show off to Fallon. They would do stuff to show off to people. They would, oh, let's both and post our house and the trips and the money and the this. But she learned y'all both did that. So I mean, if she did do that just to show, see, I paid the child support, which I'm sure she did. I not one part of me feel like Porsha paid that child support because she felt like, because I'm his wife. She did pay it to look good. But that was the whole relationship.
Porsha have a relationship with this son of yours that she sent his mother money for?
Not particularly. My boys were with were with me for the last 5+ years. They've been with me 1 week on, 1 week off, and quite frankly, my kids don't care who daddy's married to or who daddy's dating. And
Could daddy be dating somebody new every couple years? If daddy gets a new wife or new girlfriend every 3 years or whatever, they wouldn't care because they're used to the change. They used to the switch out.
she never developed any particular relationship with my kids. They came as they came and they we all did family things together, but there's not one particular child that she has a personal relationship with.
Do you?
And he know that because of his history of the next woman. And not only that, but I said this about him with Pilar. I said Porsha and Simon weren't together long enough for even Simon to have this special great bond with PJ. It was just he was around. You know what I'm saying? He was around. So I think his point is if my sons were only here 1 week in, 1 week off, they weren't even there consistently. So they may not be this, long standing bond with my kids if my kids was only really around her, you know what I'm saying, twice a month.
Feel that you have a relationship with her daughter?
I don't have a relationship with her daughter.
Girl, not himself for PJ. I don't know her daughter. We don't have no relationship with our daughter. She don't know my kids. I don't know her kids.
Simply because I've in the past I found myself where when I separate from any of my exes with children, there's a tendency for them to use their children to get back at me.
And I told y'all when Porsha was on Housewives, when Simon was locked up, and I said, Porsha was on Housewives, I sent him a text. I said, Pilar misses you, and he didn't respond. I said then, Porsha is using Pilar to get attention from Simon. She wanted him to respond, so she used Pilar. Because if I'm beefing with you, I don't want you talking to my child. Wanna know why? Because my child has a daddy. Pilar was not Pilar wasn't a kid with no father figure. Pilar has, Porsha has a brother and uncles, and she had Dennis. So it wasn't as if Simon was the only sole father figure to Pilar, but Porsha used Pilar to try to get Simon to respond. But I told her before, Simon said, "Fuck Fallon kids," and he was with Fallon for 5 years. When he and Fallon broke up, Fallon said then like he doesn't have any contact with my sons. When he said fuck Fallon's sons, he also said fuck your daughter too. Thank you, Keisha, for the super chat. I think he's lying. He was with Fallon for like 7 years, so they knew her. Porsha lied and pretended like she had a close relationship with the daughter because Portia's a liar. And I think his point is once he ends the relationship, he's not trying to be, like Daddy Warbucks with the kids because they'll use the kids to get back at me. So I don't think I think when he's with the woman, he's around. When he's with the woman, he's around. When he's done with the woman, it's fuck them kids. Okay? Get them out of here.
To try to come back into my life, and Porsha is no exception. She sent me a text telling me that her daughter misses me, and I didn't respond because there was a concerted effort at some point that she realized she had made a mistake, and wanted to reconcile. At that point, I was done.
And that's all of the interview I saw. But even him saying, "Yeah, I was done. Child. I don't want her. I don't want her. I don't want her. I don't want her no more." Okay, girl, Porsha and Simon absolutely scam each other. Porsha and Simon both are given the same, even the same end results of conversation. That, well, she used me, he used me, he didn't tell me this, but she didn't tell me that. I don't know why he wanted, I don't know what he had going on, he wouldn't tell me stuff. She didn't, but Simon said, fuck them kids or this marriage. I don't care no more. Okay. I also feel like he does not need to do any more interviews. I feel like we now know your point. I think both he and Porsha can move on. Okay. A part of me do feel like Porsha did put stuff in their prenup that she wanted. I think maybe she didn't think the marriage would end so soon, but she knew what she wanted if it ended. And I think he gave her a perfect reason to end it early. Oh, you a scammer? I'm done. Because even when she said on her People's interview how I didn't expect to be divorced, I didn't expect to be divorced. However, she went and filed for divorce as soon as the past indiscretions came out. You know what I'm saying? She didn't give him the marriage time to be fixed. She said, "Oh, I'm out, collect my things, and I'm done. Okay, give me my money, give me my car, give me the house, and I'm done." Now, you know, he had been scammed since she was born, but I feel like Simon knew what he signed up for. He ain't no damn victim, not at all, not today, not ever. Sir, move on. Porsha, sell that house. Okay, Porsha, you can afford to keep up that house. Okay, sell it, give him his half, keep the other half for yourself, okay, and move on. Don't hold on to that house. I'm telling y'all, Porsha, do not hold on to that house. Because if you do, it's gonna be a constant back and forth battle with him. Sell it and move on. Okay? Be Simon said, nah, I'm so sad she left me and stuff. Now who else I was gonna do? We did that man right there. Let's do Peter and Amina, and I'll save Tyler and Kristen Keys for last. So I have the videos. Hold on. Because y'all remember Amina and Peter from Love and Hip Hop. Okay. A couple of things happened. Amina posted on because I want to start because I think I covered it a little bit the other day. But I kind of didn't care much about it. I'm like, she's in Germany. But because Peter went live, so we got to discuss it. Um, Amina had posted this on TikTok the other day. Okay, Amina, who has two children, two daughters with Peter Gunz. They were married. They're now divorced. Okay. Peter also has like maybe 10 other Peter has like 10, 15 kids. I can't think of the exact number, but he has like 10 kids. And she has two, and maybe more than that. Because she got two of his kids. Tara had three of the kids. That's five right there. So Peter probably has like 10 to 12 kids. Whatever. Amina posted this on TikTok the other day.
Waking up in Germany after losing our home in LA. Me and my kids moved out of place, put our stuff in storage, or most of it in the trash, but some of it in the storage, and we don't have a home, y'all. But guess what? Thank God for family, because we're in Germany with my family, and we're gonna be here till I figure it out, because I will, as I always do. But the last couple of years have been so rough, working my butt off, not making enough money, end up losing my place, and now we're staying with family until I know what I can figure out what's next. And don't ask me what that is, because everybody's like, so what's the plan? I have no idea. I needed to freaking clear my head so I can come up with a plan. And all I know is we're happy, we're healthy, we're powerful, we're capable, and there's so much opportunity out there. And sometimes losing something is only taking you to the next place that you're meant to be. So we'll see what life has got in store for us. No, but seriously, I threw my whole life in the trash. 80% of what we own, and I didn't own anything valuable anyway to begin with, but it feels very good to not have much, but have what's important, which is love. Never been materialistic anyway, and I only want what's valuable to me. Stay tuned for what's next.
So she went on her thing. She gave her own story. She said, hey, I had a hard time for the past couple of years. I lost my place where I was living. So we packed up the stuff. We put some stuff in storage, threw away a lot of stuff. And I'm now here in Germany with my family or whatever. I'm going to figure things out. She didn't blame anybody. She did not bring up Peter's name, nothing. You know what I'm saying? To me, she just told folks, hey, this is what I'm going through. Why? Because I had no money. Okay. So that came out, right? Peter had then posted up, I think it was yesterday. He made a post saying, oh, I can't, catch me on live tomorrow so I can explain. And I'm like, nigga, who asked you? Okay.
Oh,
So Peter then went on to Godfrey's IG. I'm like, why is God, girl? I don't know. Peter, again, who is the father to her two children, felt the need to clap back because people in her comment section were saying, well, what Peter at? Why Peter can't help? I'm like, how you upset because people in the comment section brought you up? She did not. That's why I made sure to play what she said in full so y'all can see what got him up, because that's all she posted. What you just saw was her whole post from yesterday. I am in Germany. I am home. We lost our home. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm here with my kids. Figured it out. Okay. This is about 18 minutes because he was on live for an hour. Okay, I got it down to 18. I stopped listening after the. I did not listen to the full one because I didn't need all that. But y'all, let's get into what Peter said around here.
Shit that
And I sped up the voice a little bit.
was on Hollywood Unlocked.
Every blog.
And your girl Amina, I was like, I don't know if you noticed because it just came up to, I don't know if it was late. It was like, yo, they saying she's homeless and shit, and I'm homeless, and I'm like, that don't make any sense. That's like Pete Gunz's kids right there, you know.
So because that's her baby daddy, she can't be homeless. She can't be without a home. Did he buy her house? Is he paying her rent monthly? No. Okay.
And
Oh God, I'm kind of at a loss for words with it because it's more hurt, and I try not to put anything else out in the world that would hurt my kids because I read.
Now remember, y'all, he's saying here, I don't want to put nothing out in the world that's gonna hurt my kids. I don't want to say nothing that my kids could probably see and will hurt my kids. Remember, he said that.
I did loving hip hop. I got a lot of explaining to do from the bullshit I did on the show.
yeah,
So I try not to put nothing out in the world, and I do love Amina. Amina has a good heart. She means well. I'm another shot. Listen, I literally got off the phone with Amina yesterday. I'm handling some stuff for a car in LA, and she asked me, can I get tickets for a jazz show for her and her family to take her moms to? There was no discussion of anything negative like that. I flew to LA last week.
and you moved her out. You were helping her move.
So this is the plan. The plan was she's going to move to Germany for a little bit. Well, her sister to give herself a break. I didn't really necessarily like the idea. So she wants to move her instruments in her vanity set into storage because the furniture is fucked up.
Why tell us her furniture was fucked up?
Amina's furniture, a dog and pissed all over everything, bed, everything. It's nasty. So throw that shit in the trash. We'll start over when you get back.
So I don't want to say anything that will hurt my kids, but I'm going to say how my baby mama had a nasty, dirty house with furniture and beds with piss and shit from dogs on it. So your kids, so to me that means that's a nasty house. Because if your dogs has piss and shit all over the stuff to where you had to throw it away, weren't they sitting and sleeping on that stuff before y'all throw it away?
So her friend has an Airbnb. So I'll pay the rent up in the Airbnb for a couple months until you get on your feet and just stay there. Yeah. Boom. That was the plan when she come back. I wanted her to do that. I didn't want her to leave. I really would rather have done that because 2 reasons. One is that's like a vacation. You get to go sit down for 2 months and chill and then come back and I still got the same. So let's just pay the shit now and stay. The other reason is Trump may not let you back in this motherfucker, Amina. You know, and you and I know why. So now I will have to fly in to LAX in the event that they don't let you in to get my kids because I'm not going to, I wouldn't want that to happen.
Right.
So,
now, she's from Germany. You know what I'm saying? That's where she's from. So I'm like, sir, if she went back home because she don't have money here, yes, go over there with her and visit your kids.
Amina says to me, Peter, if they don't let me back in, it's just meant for me to stay in Germany. I literally had to sign for my kids to go. I wasn't comfortable with it.
You weren't comfortable with your kids leaving, but you signed the paperwork to let them leave. So to me, this is the thing. That means you knew her house was dirty. So that means you knew she was struggling. If you knew she was struggling and you saw she had a dirty house, why didn't you take the kids? If she needed a break, why didn't you take the kids while she went to Germany? Because you said, I don't want my kids to go to Germany, but you signed off for them to leave.
This dating time with what's going on with ICE and all this crazy shit. Hence the reason why we married. Anyway, if I'm being honest with you on some brother shit, the last thing I would ever do is lie. Right. I would never lie or
You never lie. You never lie.
We watched Peter lie on Love and Hip Hop for what, 4 seasons? We've actively seen him lie on the show and in real life. He had Amina and Tara pregnant at the same damn time. So to come on here and say, I would never lie, nigga, you lie for a reason, for a job, for a living.
I love my kids, bro. My kids can never be home.
Real shit.
I have an apartment in Dallas. I said, Amina, just go stay in Dallas. Live there. What am I going to do in Dallas? Live rent free? Swim? Go at amenities, chill for a little bit, give me a breather because I can't pay rent every multiple places. Get a place up in Dallas, I send Amina thousands every month. Whatever she asks, she will get on here and tell you too. It's just that she wasn't able to hold her side of shit up. She felt like she, like, damn, this is just, I'm stressed. I need to go. So I let her go.
And she said, it's been hard the past couple years. Now, let's be clear about things. When Peter acting like, to me, Amina was like, she was having an honest moment. It's been hard for me the past couple years. He's saying the same shit she was saying. It's been hard for her. She has not been able to keep up how she used to. She never mentioned him. Him wanting her to go to Dallas, Texas, where she don't know nobody. Why would I want to go to be alone in Dallas, Texas? And Peter, if you can't afford to pay rent at multiple places, why do you have a place in Dallas that no one lives? If you can't afford paying the rent at multiple places, why have the place in Dallas that no one lives there if she lives somewhere else? What sense does that make? You want to send her to live somewhere by herself when she's already stressing and don't know what to do. So yeah, move to this other state. Okay, move to this other state and just go be there. It's like, no, I don't want to be there. I don't know. I don't have any help there. I don't have any help here. She was smart to say, no, I'm going to go home where my family is, because at least I can read. I can release around family, not in Dallas, Texas, with no damn body.
But I had no idea that she was gonna leave the world thinking that she was homeless. I bought a round trip ticket. They come back on the 23rd of August.
Right.
I got the Airbnb in LA. I was gonna pay that up for a couple of months. Why tell the world? And it's just like I feel so fucked up. I feel a little betrayed in a way because she knows I would never. That could never be.
Yeah.
She don't have a house. Even if she's coming back in August, and y'all will figure it out then. Right now, she don't have a home. If you help move her out of the house she had, she is homeless. She is. She never said, I'm on the streets destitute. I don't have a home. The home I had, if I lost this place and I'm living somewhere else, I don't have my own house. I'm living, and she said, I'm living with my family. She never even mentioned Peter's name. Just saying.
It look crazy.
Yeah,
So,
that's fucked up.
saying on there, thank God for my family in Germany. I'm the only one that was giving her money monthly.
Wow.
I'm the reason you're in Germany. I paid for your flights and everything. Even when you got a nigga sitting at the piano playing with you that tried to line me up.
What?
I would never say anything to hurt my children. But now the mama ain't shit. The house dirty with dog and dog and with dog poop and pee on over everything. I'm giving her money a month, some money per month. She laying up like, you don't want to air her out, but you're fully airing her out for what?
Dude that's in her house playing piano with her. The nigga she was dating, but you know they was fighting in front of my kids. I told the nigga don't be arguing, fight in front of my kids.
Yeah, you don't. Why would she bring another man?
What you gonna do about it? I said when I get there, me and you gonna figure it out. Whack 100 called me and said don't pull up. The niggas is lining you up.
Word.
So now that nigga disappears. He's gone. But a month ago they in the living, stopping her music all type of shit. They in the living room playing piano. I'm like, Amina, why would you have him here again? Knowing the nigga is no good.
Wow.
So but listen, I don't judge. I don't say your man should be doing nothing. I just do what I gotta do, my kids.
But you came on here to knowingly air her out, and Godfrey, you ain't shit either. You ain't shit either. Because y'all on here trying to air out Amina because she told people, I'm having a hard time. I had to leave where I was and come and live with my family. And you took upon yourself to not, because now you want to be the hero, and Godfrey want to be the goddamn speakerphone for it.
Yeah.
I just do it like I don't want to look bitter because I don't look at her like that. I love Amina. Yeah. This is how much understanding I am of Amina. A nigga hit me one day and said, Gunz, you sending money, she got to do something. She just playing piano, doing handstands. I said, mind your business. She's a fucking artist. And I understand being an artist and going from that to trying to get a 9-to-5, regular 9-to-5, it's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this fucking thirst for attention and wanting to be on the blog shit is like a drug. Because how do you say, if Amina got up there and told 100%,
yeah, you and Godfrey is on IG for attention. Trying to say she went to social media for attention. She already was posting her life on TikTok. Amina already had an active TikTok where she posted this and that and that and this. And if her current story is, I had to leave the house I was in, where Peter said to us, he helped move her out of the space, had to get rid of the stuff because it was old and dirty. Not old, it was dirty with dog piss and shit. So you told us you had to move her out of a place. And now you and Godfrey bitch ass is around here trying to belittle Amina for her admitting she's been having a hard time financially. You know how many people will never admit they just don't got it? I can't afford the house I live in. I have to move back to Germany with my family. Girl.
Like it was, Peter gave me every month. It just wasn't enough. The $2,000 a month wasn't enough. I couldn't cover my side. Peter looked out. It was like, thank God for my family in Germany.
Right.
We are homeless. How?
Yeah. Right.
So what I would have did was I wouldn't have signed for my kids to go. Right. You would have had to stay here and be homeless and then go and tell the world we living in the shelter. I'm homeless. I would never, my nigga, it brings tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
It's fucking me up.
Yeah.
The moment your baby mama called you and said, come help me move out my house, and you said, okay, all this stuff is dirty and nasty, that was proof enough. You not even around enough to see the house ain't dirty. Your kids live in that dirty ass house because why you wasn't around. But again, trying to make it seem as if Amina did something wrong for just saying what her current situation is shows he's a bitch ass.
Never let my fucking kids be homeless.
Yeah.
Is you homeless? Because you in a car.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling.
You take care of your kids. Let me tell you something.
More
you take
my
them.
other kids. I send her everything. I had my other kids' mothers going, yo, you sending her thousands. What about us?
Yeah.
What about me? What about these?
Yeah.
My nigga, I would never.
I know.
Let my fucking kid. I'm a lot of things. I'm a lying, cheating, old, grimy Bronx nigga. But I'm not a motherfucking deadbeat.
No, you.
I'm not a deadbeat, y'all. But my kids was living in a house with pissy and shitty furniture and stuff. A true father would have known or would have seen the house before it got to that point. So you are a deadbeat. You are.
You're not. You take care of your kids all the time. You always taking them out. You always going to school,
support.
picking them up
I've
from
never
school.
Been on it. I've never been on it.
We've been
on it.
Yeah.
Child support.
Yeah.
Never been on child support.
Right.
And it's not a testament of me doing so much. It's a testament of my character. They know I would give the shirt off my back. When I'm down, I'm down. When I'm up, I'm up. I'm not happy with this shit. And I asked her to join because I wanted to tell the world in front of me that I just left them hanging and that they was homeless. They was going to be homeless.
And she never. This thing. I just want to be clear. Amina never said any of that. She never mentioned him at all. He's projecting because he know people feel like he ain't shit. So how are you out here airing her out when she didn't say nothing about you?
And so she had to leave to Germany. I want her to tell the world that to me in my face. I didn't even call her offline because since she want to do this publicly, I felt a lot of people in this business, including a couple people in love and hip hop, and I don't want to be a bitch ass nigga and start calling niggas out.
Right.
You a bitch ass nigga.
Right. But a lot of people apologize and have conversations with me offline. Now only us two heard the conversation when millions already heard what you said. And it's a shame that I got to do that with my kid's mother because I absolutely love Amina. I'm Amina's #1 fan musically.
Are you? Because we did not know that she had a shitty and pissy bed and furniture that was too disgusting to store. It had to be thrown away.
I just don't know why she would go online and say she don't know what she's going to do. We have a plan. My kids are registered in middle school for next year in LA.
Yeah.
A friend is renting out an Airbnb for $1,800 a month. I said, let me pay that up for a couple months, stay there, and then we'll figure it out. I'm trying to.
That's not a plan. An Airbnb is temporary. You can't be at an Airbnb for a full year. If your kids are supposed to start back school in the fall or whatnot, but you don't have any, she is homeless. Or her friend got an Airbnb, I'm gonna pay it up for a couple months. That ain't nothing consistent. That ain't no lease. That ain't no 6-month lease. That ain't no year lease. That's what she said. I'm trying to figure it out.
Figure out where you went homeless and where all that stuff in that apartment had to go.
Yeah.
I just went to my daughter's graduation last week. We got the kids clothes. I sent clothes last month. Here's money. Here's a little extra money for when I gave her the money for the flights. Do what you gotta do. I'm calling around for these tickets for Gregory Porter for her and her moms. And I'm like, where did we go wrong? When did y'all become homeless? I absolutely had
the moment she moved out of the house she lived in, packed up the shit she had and went to Germany. And she don't have no residence here. That's when she became homeless.
Let me tell you something, bro. When I was signing that paperwork for my daughters to go to Germany, I did not feel good. Something felt wrong about that.
But you let them go. You let your children go with their mama to Germany, even though you are telling us now that when she lived here in America, her house was dirty with doggy poop and piss on stuff. You let her take them out of the country. Okay.
And you think that somebody was in her ear? You think somebody was in her ear at all?
I think this motherfucking when the light dims and things start fading away. This is just I don't know. I mean, they would have to get on here and explain it to me. But it seemed like that when I was out there and she would go live and she'd say, Peter, when you come on my live, I got all these people. I can't believe it. I made some money. I'm sitting there thinking, you know, fuck it. She makes some money. It's all good. Get the money. But in my mind, I don't give a fuck about that stuff no more.
Oh, so if she's telling you I'm having a hard time working, however, we post content of us having whatever conversation, I can make some money. You don't care about that anymore, even if that helps take care of your children. Okay.
Yeah. So it's almost like, is it for sympathy? Do you want people to say, yo, we praying for you. This is what you should do. You want to go fund me or something? I don't know. I've sent thousands of dollars.
If you've given her money, that means she needs money. Why wouldn't she want to get money from people if she needs money to have somewhere to live that isn't her friend's Airbnb for a couple months?
And last year, I could not even mourn my mother, my brother, or my cousin last year because I was too busy hustling to take care of these mouths, which I'm supposed to. I'm not complaining about it.
You do it all the time. You always tell me
I don't understand.
Shut the fuck up, Godfrey. I don't like you now. You're on my list.
Yo, there'll be a time I send Amina $3,500 and have $20 to my fucking name. Because guess what? I'm not working either.
Oh, so you ain't got no job neither.
Shut your mouth. Okay?
Because if you don't have no job, and she don't have no job, and she said, I've been struggling for a while, how are you upset at her for being out? You not working either.
I'm taking every show I could take. I'll go fucking do shows I don't want to do. Yeah. I'm filming TV shows. The show I'm filming now is a SAG. It's union. So by the time taxes get done with that, ain't nothing there, nigga. Yeah.
So you working jobs but not making no money? You saying you don't have a job either, but she then tells you, hey, when we post about us, it gets money, it gets. So why do a show that don't make you no money if she's telling you TikTok or social media will pay for y'all? What the fuck, bro? It almost feel like he wants her to be dependent upon him so he can then come on this damn internet and say, I do all this for her. I give her money, blah, 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 blah.
By the time I pay my union dues. But I send every dime I got to my family, my kids. I don't wear jewelry. I don't want shit. Niggas always say, Gunz, you got the same clothes on, the same shades. Every time I see you, yeah, nigga. I'm never comfortable going in the store, buying myself something when my fucking kids need. Word.
So if your kids are always in need, how good of a father are you? If you struggling to where you can't buy new drawers because your kids need something, that means everyone around there is struggling to meet the ends that need to meet to feed the kids. Come on, what a mama at? Where's she at? That's a good man.
He's a good man, Savannah. A good man.
Girl.
Fucks me up, bro, to have my family embarrassed. My granddaughter texted me today and was like, embarrassed in school. What's this about?
Yeah.
It's like, I'll give you a better one, God.
What did your granddaughter, who has no relation to Amina or Amina's children, what does what Amina's going through have to do with your other kids' kids?
I feel like even if that was the case, and it's definitely not, if that was the case, why would you go on live with your kids and say you're homeless? With them laying on you and laying next to you?
It's fucking insane.
Why would you do that?
I want to punch Godfrey in the fucking throat. Ugh.
Period. Then her sister, Jazz, thanked me for buying the flights to send them out there to recalibrate. I understand needing a break, stressing bills every month, being stressed out, because I do it for multiple people.
Yeah.
Ain't no one tell you to have 18 kids by 18 women.
I have a friend that's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I have another friend worth millions. I have not tapped that well. You think I won't fucking tap that well if my kid's gonna be homeless?
Word.
When you moved your kids out of the dog pissy shitty furnitured house, that was the time to reach out to your rich friends. The moment you saw your kid was living on, because he said it, it was the pissy and dog piss and dog poop. The moment you saw that, you didn't reach out for you again. You saying that they were living in this dirty place, but you allow her to take them to Germany?
I posted a post where Shaq bought my mother a house. Amina went under that and added that Shaq. Well, we homeless. We need a house too.
Because if you child, look, I don't know if his idea of what homeless is the issue. Maybe he think the only homeless people are people who are on the street. Homeless means you don't have your own house to call your own. It means you're not making any money. You don't know what you're gonna do next. You're trying to figure something out and you're living with somebody else. That's still homeless. If you don't have a lease, if you don't have a job to know, okay, I can pay my rent or my mortgage, you know what I'm saying? That's a part of being homeless. Because where she was staying, she had to leave that place and she went to fucking Germany.
What the fuck?
I had to erase. I had to dead that shit. Call and say, "Don't say that. Why would you do that?"
Yeah.
So I hate that I'm getting emotional. And the only thing that get me emotional like that is my babies.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't fuck with the kids. I don't play with the kids. I don't like women being hit and abused, and I don't like nobody playing with kids. Not just mine. Any kids. I don't do kid things.
Right.
However, you was cheating on all the kids' mamas. Okay, got Tara pregnant while being married to Amina. Got Amina pregnant while still fucking Tara. You were the one playing with your own kids' lives on national television.
I don't fuck around. Yeah. But especially when it comes to, yo, my man, I could never sleep at night and be comfortable knowing my kids are home. Listen, I did a morning ride. I take my sons to school every day. I feel like wherever I'm at, the right thing to do is, help out with the kids. Take them to school. Under my caption, taking my kids to school is all of these niggas being disrespectful because Amina's saying that she's homeless. So I don't know if she's out there. Check and see if she's there. I got
the fact that he wants to see, is she on the live? Because y'all want engagement. Y'all want her to have to come in to the live. And for what? For who? For why? Is she on there? Is she down there? For why? For what? Why you want to know that? If she is, what you gonna do? You have any money for her? You have a home for her with some help that's not in Dallas in a city she don't know? No? Well, then shut up.
Sex. I also got a DM from Erica Minna saying, yo, you fucked up for this, for posting Amina saying that she goes viral. I know I'm fucked up when somebody says that they're homeless, and I needed to get on here and really say that and make me not understand that we had a whole, and everybody is telling me, Pete, don't go live, just let it go, just let it fester, it'll go away. Fuck
that. Yeah. She already said, she already like called, me. And, I always thought Amina was a sweetheart. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Always just respected her. You guys seem like you got along. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm in shock.
Yeah, I'm tripping. I was like, because last night I was like, that shit popped up. I was doing a show. That shit popped up because Hollywood Unlocked always pops up. I follow Jason's thing. And I was like, wait, what? I said, because Peter wouldn't do that. You always take care of your children. You're always with them. You go, yo, I'm at my daughter's graduation. I'm taking it. We're going to the circus. We're doing this way. I'm taking my son.
Yeah, let's make Peter out to be this great man. He's a great father. He helps everyone. So Amina must be the big bad liar. She's lying. She's not really homeless. If she don't have a home, get Godfrey throat check.
To hear you brought your kids around me, where you're taking care of them. You're always doing that. You're flying out here. You're flying over there. I'm in New Orleans here. I mean, you're always taking care of your kids. That's what you do. And you say, yo, yeah, I have this many kids. I know what I've done. You've never lied. So, but you take care of your children and you get along with the women that you've had the kids with. Period.
Did we not see him beefing with Amina and Tara for a few years? Did we not remember Tara saying the bullshit between her and this other kid's moms? Why are we trying to rewrite history? Why are we rewriting history? Let's not act like Peter is in the homes of all these kids. He's not. You know why? Because unless he's the homeless one, going from pillar to post.
I do my best. I could do better.
Yeah, but I know because I'm there. I see you do it. So
yeah,
So do you and Peter live together? When Peter goes to pipe the pickled peppers with his people, okay, Godfrey, is you there holding his balls?
yes. Yo, God. At the end of the day, if I'm being honest with you, I'm just more hurt. I'm blindsided because we do have a plan. The plan was I bought round trip tickets. You come back on the 23rd, I believe, and we registered our kids for school in LA. So the plan was you come back, you take that Airbnb that's fully furnished because your furniture is disgusting. Right. Throw that shit away. We start fresh and start over and figure it out.
Yeah, your furniture disgusting. You throw the disgusting furniture out and come back and live in an Airbnb. Yeah, she not homeless. She got an Airbnb. A person with 2 kids who have to go to school, they got an that's homeless. That's home. An Airbnb and a hotel is the same thing. If you living in a hotel, you're homeless because you don't have a home. Now, if you choose to live there forever, that's on you. But these two, I'm so happy I caught myself off and say, the motherfucker up top and the motherfucker below, they are out here demeaning Amina. Okay? Because she said, hey, I had to leave LA and come here. And him saying when she come back here, he's going to an Airbnb. She's not going home to her house. She's going to her friend's Airbnb. Why? Because she don't have nowhere else to go. Why did she come back to your house, Peter?
You need time to recalibrate. Here's $3,500. Go buy your tickets to Germany, and then come back and we'll figure it out.
Right.
Homeless.
Giving someone who has 2 children $3,500 to one pay for the flight to Germany. Round check. Google. How much is a flight to Germany from LA? Okay. It's from $780 per person to $1,100 per person. So let's just say you got the cheap one, the $780 one times 3. So there's 2,300. The $3,500 you gave her pay for the flight there. Bitch, it barely paid for any snacks. And if she's there for 2 or 3 months, so even him saying I gave her $3,500, nigga, that paid for the flight. You knew what she was doing. You knew where she was going. You knew she did not have a permanent residence here. She's not living with you. Her, as you say, she had dirty, disgusting furniture. But you want us to believe that she lying on you and you, child.
We have nothing.
Yeah.
That was by design. We wanted to throw all that shit away. Even if she was moving into an apartment that was empty, that furniture wasn't going with her. There was nobody that she would be able to give that furniture to.
Yeah.
So now she dirty. We didn't know that she was dirty. You told us that, but I don't want to say anything that could hurt my kids. But however, if the kids who go to my kids' school see this and they didn't call my kids dirty kids, shitty kids, dog shit, pee kids, what then? Because you done told the world your kids sleep on shitty, doggy furniture.
Yeah. I'm telling you, some people are real pet friendly. Nobody like Amina. Amina dog sleeps with her, sleeps on the couch, does whatever you want. Nobody would ever take that furniture. So that shit was mind-boggling to me because we have a plan. The plan was that. Unless I'm daydreaming, I'm lost, we have nothing. We don't know what we're going to do. The plan was you're going to go sit down for 2 months and come back. But more than that.
Come back and do what? Because if she was here and couldn't afford living in her own house and she's not working, come back and do what? You told us you can't afford new drawers. You want the same old clothes. Come back and do what? Oh, but Godfrey ain't asking Peter, what she gonna come back and do? Where she gonna live? How she gonna make money? No, let's keep blaming Amina.
Last year and a half, have I not given you thousands and thousands of dollars?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where that is. Is she there? Bring her in, because
I don't see. I don't. No, I don't see anything. Well, there is two sides of a story. Yeah, that's why we want her to come in on this.
Please.
So, people easily say there's two sides. I go, no, we want her to come in on this.
Yeah, we want her to come in here and to answer for her dog shit covered furniture. Why she ain't got no money? Why she went to Germany? We want her to come in to explain herself. Yeah, come and be here with these two misogynistic, arrogant asshole men. You come in here, black woman, and defend yourself to us. Because Peter is such a good man, Savannah.
And because the thing is too, I'm not saying she's doing this on purpose, but it's like it's always this whole thing where girls try to get a bag some kind of way, make make a dude suffer. I'm not saying she's doing that, but it sounds like it, and it would be nice for her to explain that shit because it's.
Nigga.
I know he didn't just say trying to get a bag. I know he didn't say, okay.
Seems like, there's always, every time you read, somebody's like, oh, this man owes me more child support. I want, like Marlon Wayans is going through it. Cannon's going through it. Every time you see it, some ball player's going through it. It's over.
Now how the fuck we get here? Child, look, we ran at dawn against Godfrey is on the list. You know what? Put Godfrey on the we don't fuck with him list. Child, I can forgive Nelly. Okay? At least Nelly round there with Ashanti and the baby paying for stuff. Okay? You up here crashing out in defense of Peter motherfucking Gunz? Peter Dirty Feet Gunz? Peter I ain't got no money Gunz? And you want to say maybe she around here trying to hit a lick on Peter? Peter don't have no money. Peter ain't picked no pickled peppers for no damn body.
Always some shit. And the other day, what's her name from En Vogue said she was homeless in her car, and that shit, and someone told me that's a fucking lie.
Dawn was homeless. It was a choice, though. She does live in her car. You little bitch.
Lying, trying to get attention.
The word homeless is a word that you can't throw around when you got multiple places to go.
Yeah, right.
That's the definition of this. Look, you can have, there are homeless people who live on the street. I mean, real shopping cart homeless people on the streets. That's like saying, well, you're not homeless because it's many hotels you can go to. I can't afford a fucking hotel, bitch. Amina can't afford to live. She can't afford her bills. So trying to say, oh, somebody got many places to go, they not homeless. They are. They are. They are, Blanche.
Germany and go live in my apartment in Dallas. If you decide not to go there, then you're not homeless. If you're going to live with your sister in Germany, and that was your plan, because I wasn't privy, I thought you was coming back in August. If your plan is to stay with your sister, you're still not homeless. You're staying with your sister.
Bitch, I'm homeless. Because if I don't, look, to me, this is the definition of a person being homeless. You don't have your own residence. Okay? You are financially struggling currently. And you are living with somebody else trying to figure out what to do next. The reason that makes you homeless in that aspect is because you don't know what to do. You're just making it. Yes, you're living with somebody, but you don't have your own home. That is another part of someone who's homeless. Does not always mean I'm on the street with a cart and a cardboard bag, a cardboard box. That is different ways of being homeless. It includes not having the money to pay your bills for a couple of years and having to depend on Peter Gunz for a couple of dollars here and there. And then once that don't work and you're going insane mentally because you feel uncontrollable in your body because you're like, what am I going to do when I got two daughters and Peter Gunz is my baby daddy? Let me go back to Germany. I'm homeless.
Yeah. Get a spot. So you can't throw the word homeless like that around, especially with mine. I could have taken the girls with me, honestly.
But you didn't. You keep saying, I felt like it wasn't right. I felt something wrong. It's a dirty ass house. But at no point did you say, you know what, Mina, you go and regroup in Germany. I'll keep the girls. I'll hold that burden. You never said that, did you?
Speaking niggas, my son Corey, who our daughter Corey is named after, his mother was After T. I raised him. Me and my mother, and that's as a teenager.
If you raised him as a teenager, that means the first 12 years, someone else raised him. If you started raising him as a teenager, who had him before he turned 13?
So why wouldn't I be 56 years old not being able to raise two girls? So never would my kids be homeless. Amina would not even be homeless. Listen, even when Amina was dating, I never said, what is this nigga doing?
Right.
I just sent. Even when this nigga is sitting next to her saying, who fuck you better, me or Peter, on live.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything to hurt my babies, but I'm going to discuss their mama's sex life.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Even when I'm telling her, since he's a financial guy, won't you let him fix your credit? Oh, his credit is fucked up. I had to co-sign for his apartment. Oh, what? Co-sign for... Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell her personal business about how she was done for a nigga like she was done for me.
It's the kind of shit, but you know what I don't do? I don't like to go online and do exactly the bitch-ass nigga shit I'm doing right now.
Being a bitch.
Right. I just keep my mouth shut and send what I have for my daughters. And just look at her like, God damn. But I also know that some niggas want to get in the limelight too, so they're going to do shit to go viral. But that's... They try to be on that. Maybe Love and Hip Hop might pick this storyline up. I don't know what the fuck niggas be thinking.
Yeah.
No one wants y'all back on that show.
I go through it all the time. However, I don't play with the babies.
Right.
I just don't do it. And I really can't wait for her response to this. I wish she would do it with us online because here's the deal. You brought up...
Yeah, I want her to come online and fuss with me about our kids and homelessness on black ass, punk ass, bitch ass Godfrey's live. Yeah, I want that.
The other two guys, right? The difference between them and us is I was just on the phone with Amina yesterday.
Yeah.
Discussing the same thing I'm talking about. Have you spoke to the guy with the Airbnb that you're going to be renting out?
Yeah.
Peter, can you handle my car? Just left it there. You need to call the bank and figure out my car for me. Cool. Also, can you get me tickets? We want to take my mom to see Gregory Porter in Hamburg, Germany. No problem. I'll call my guys.
Yeah.
This ain't a situation where we beefing and she's mad at me, so she go online and say I'm homeless. We are good. I have no idea.
Whoever said she blamed Peter? Y'all, we watched what she said. She never mentioned Peter. She said what her situation was because she was struggling financially.
Where the fuck this is coming from? And Godfrey, when I tell you I give all my shit to Amina.
Right.
All of it.
Right.
She knows it. She screams.
Right.
That's her.
And you want to know why? Because Amina has his youngest children. Most of his other kids are all older. Tara has, I think, one son who's also kind of young too, but Amina has his youngest children. So you probably give her the most because her kids are still, minors.
Account when it's fucked up, I send her the money and then I screenshot my account.
Right.
Just so you know, love, this is what I have left after giving you that. I do it because she got to have it a screenshot in her account to let me know she hurt me. So,
right.
And I don't like to do that, my nigga. I don't care about money. I'm not like that. I'll give you the fucking shirt off my back. We got kids. That don't matter to me. Yeah. However, you can never say you're homeless. Never. As long as I got placed over my head, you got placed over your head.
But she in Germany. You didn't say, hey, come live with me. You said, hey, I'm going to send you to Dallas.
Right.
That's it. It's especially my kids. Won't you come back to New York? It's too cold.
It's Germany.
So she in LA, he in New York. He then tell her, hey, go to Dallas, Texas. The fact that the first thing wasn't, hey, come back here with me and let's figure it out. But her saying, I don't want to go to New York. It's too cold there. I don't want to be there. Bitch, I want to go home.
It gets cold too. Fuck you doing?
See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Germany was a pit stop. But I was telling them, Mina, why not take this money and pay for the Airbnb now instead of going to Germany? Because that's like me paying for a fucking vacation. If you're coming back in August, let's use this money to go live with your sister.
Right.
I mean, live in the Airbnb. Plus, this dude that we have in office right now, that's our president, ain't fucking around. You might come back here and they might like, nah.
Right.
Her being in Germany is the best decision right now. Even if she can't come back, so what?
Right.
You wasn't up to par on this, so we found out this, and you got to go back.
Because now you done make shit complicated by going overseas.
Right.
You could have been in Dallas, chilling.
She said she wants to go clear her head. I can't argue that.
I mean,
so I bought the tickets to Germany for all three of them, as long as they had a return date, and I signed the paperwork for my daughters to go. And now this, I'm just confused. And all these people hitting me up in my DM, even Erica Minna's like, how could you do this? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Again, you are blaming Amina for shit other people said that she ain't said.
Can I not defend myself? Like, I can't.
Yeah.
Here's a true fun fact. My publicist said, I'm going to give you two things. My publicist said, you better say something.
Why does Peter Gunz have a publicist? That's a waste of money. Okay, that can go to child care. That can go to, why do you have a publicist? How much are they paid? Fire them. Because if they told you to come on here and dog her out, you're stupid.
Yeah.
You know how publicists be like, just shut the fuck up at the
Yeah.
Nah, you got to say something.
Yeah, because, this is not, you just, this is her wrongdoing. And the fact that you take, and you go, hey, I'm homeless. Do you set up the phone and it made a picture of you guys being homeless? Now you're like doing some social media fucking, now you're scamming now. Now you're scamming us.
Oh, now she's scamming. Oh, Godfrey said that Amina is scamming because in her video, she had her children. Peter ain't got them. So now she's scamming because she showed her kids.
It's even deeper than that. So I got this company that's paying me $7,500 a month to take their little dick pills. They should promote their little dick pills, their cigars, and their little liquor company. We give you $7,500 a month, literally in the midst of closing this shit. So I'm thinking this, $7,500 a month, pay her bills up for a fucking minute, give me some breathing space. Niggas hit me this morning and sent me to fucking Hollywood Unlocked and was like, Gunz, we have to revisit this down the road, bro.
First of all, any company that wants to pay Peter Gunz to take dick pills is stupid. Peter Gunz is a 60-year-old man, child.
God damn.
Look, y'all, I just want to rewind because we about done with this. But him, first he said, I have a company who pays me $7,500 a month. He then said, well, they ain't paid me. The deal got canceled. So was you not getting paid?
Media fucking, now you're scamming now. Now you're scamming our shit.
It's even deeper than that. So I got this company that's paying me $7,500 a month to take their little dick pills. They should promote their little dick pills, their cigars, and their little liquor company.
So he's talking as if he's getting paid from them. They pay me. They don't pay you. You lying already.
We give you $7,500 a month, literally in the midst of closing this shit. So I'm thinking this, $7,500 a month, pay her bills up for a fucking minute, give me some breathing space. Niggas hit me this morning and sent me to fucking Hollywood Unlocked and was like, Gunz, we have to revisit this down the road, bro.
God damn.
Because we can't have a deadbeat fucking father holding up our goddamn product.
But Peter been a deadbeat since deadbeat's been deadbeaten. He been a deadbeat. Contacting Peter Gunz, contact Nick Cannon. Okay. Contact Nick. He got a girl.
Literally, I was on these motherfuckers forever to send I sent the contract back to fucking send my fucking first in. Literally got that message from them today.
Right.
Guys, we can't, we'll revisit it down the road. Right now, this ain't a good look, my nigga. So it's like, but I told Amina that before. I said, Amina, if you go, how does it help anybody with you going out saying, oh, I can't pay my rent, I'm leaving it, this and that.
So did you talk to? Because first he said I talked to her yesterday. Then he said I didn't talk to her about it. But he then just said I asked her how would it help you telling people that you're homeless? So that means you knew this. Okay.
Literally I was on these motherfuckers forever to send I sent the contract back to fucking send my fucking first in. Literally got that message from them today.
Right, right.
Guys, we can't, we'll revisit it down the road. Right now, this ain't a good look, my nigga. So it's like, but I told Amina that before. I said, Amina, if you go, how does it help anybody with you going out saying, oh, I can't pay my rent, I'm leaving it, this and that?
Yeah.
So when did you talk to her about being homeless? She posted the TikTok yesterday, which means y'all had already had a conversation about her being homeless. Because you said, well, how would it help if you said, so which one is it? Because y'all just heard what we said, right? Peter Gunz Peter Gunz is a liar. Now look, after he was out here spazzing, Amina went back on TikTok and she responded to people asking her, where's Peter? She responded. Okay.
I just want to clear something up because this is the number one comment I've been getting since yesterday, since I announced that I moved to Germany for a moment to figure out where we're going to live because we don't have our home anymore.
That eyebrow is distracting, for one. But what she just said, rewind it. We moved to Germany because we don't have our house anymore.
So I just want to clear something up because this is the number one comment I've been getting since yesterday, since I announced that I moved to Germany for a moment to figure out where we're going to live because we don't have our home anymore. Everyone's like, where Peter at? So yes, we all know he hasn't always been the best. But I have to point out that he's been there for us. He's been holding us down.
Now again, in the beginning when she made her first post yesterday, it wasn't about Peter. Everyone in the comment section made it about Peter. Peter then made it about Peter.
Past, I want to say almost 2 years, year and a half, is when I started struggling crazy, not able to cover my overhead, my bills, my rent. And he stepped up and he was there and he paid our rent a lot of the time. So, oops, my light went out. I just hate seeing the bashing him right now because this wasn't my intention to put up something to bash him at all. He has nothing to do with this. I mean, he does in a way. He's my kid's father, but at the same time, he's not responsible for me. I'm my own grown adult, and I'm very thankful for him for holding us down. I would have been in this situation a year ago had it not been for him.
Now, I want to say she put this out before he went live. I don't think she saw his live when she put this out, because she put this out like earlier in the day. And I feel like had she seen what he saw about her, she would not have did. She probably wouldn't have said any of this because of how he aired her out. And even her point in saying, yes, he's my kid father, but however, I am my own person. It wasn't about him at all. It was about me, and I'm responsible for me.
Being there and literally holding us down and paying the rent. So shout out to Peter. One thing about this whole situation, I don't want to get misconstrued. I'm so good with who I am, who I've become, how hard I work. Everything in my life is great. I take care of myself. I'm mentally and physically in the best shape I've ever been. I just don't got no money.
Well, no, I don't think her point. I don't think her point was ever I'm living above my means. Her point is the money I was making, I wasn't making enough. Sometimes it's not about a person living above their means. The cost of everything is going up. The cost of gas, groceries, bills, insurance. And if your cost of living is increasing and your income is not increasing, it has nothing to do with anyone living above their means. All it means is the world is inflating everything except our pockets. So I don't think she has any reason to be ashamed of herself. I feel like a lot of people in the world are struggling. Whether you are an artist, if you are a construction worker, if you are a bus, whatever, a lot of people are struggling. And it's expensive to live in California. It may be expensive to live in Dallas as well. So I don't want anyone feeling like it was about her living. It can be simply my regular monthly bills. Like she said, I started struggling a year ago, meaning before a year ago, I was able to afford my life. So what we should not do, because anyone can be caught up in the bullshit, especially with who we have in the White House right now. Anyone at any given time can be Amina. If you lose your job, if you lose your insurance, if that crazy man come and say everyone has to get a pay cut. So what we should never do is judge someone saying, hey, the past year and a half financially, I've had it hard. So we should stop shaming people for being honest about their struggle. That's crazy to me because we've seen many people who on Monday of June, they great. And then by July on the 4th, they broke or whatever else. But her saying I had to give up and start over, that's commendable. Because she could have just stayed in Cali and really ended up on Skid Row. Everybody can't be Beyonce or Shanti or Rihanna, who are artists who makes bukus and buku bucks. Some people be struggling, child, and I just feel like people are judging her, and all she said was financially stuff get hard for me. We know regular folk who have it like that. Some let's not try to demean people who just don't have it like that. If I was homeless, well, I'm not gonna be homeless, y'all. We're not gonna be okay. But my point is, anyone can struggle, and we should not judge someone because she didn't come on here being arrogant or begging for help. She was like, I'm having a hard time, and this is my reality. I was lucky enough to have family to go stay with, because if she was on the streets, why didn't she say something? Why didn't she you know what I'm saying? So let's not do that, y'all. Let's try to not act like we are above people who are struggling. So I don't want how we do. Let's not do that. Let's not do that now.
And it's only money. I always say to myself, it could be worse. It could be so much worse. It's only money. Money comes and goes. I ain't got it right now. And I ain't had it in the past couple of years, but I believe in myself. It doesn't take away any of my greatness. And so there's so much that I can do and will do. So see ya soon.
And I had a friend who, she just got diagnosed with cancer. With breast cancer. And she was like, I had no idea how expensive being sick is. You know what I'm saying? So anything can bankrupt your savings. It can bankrupt your life. It can cause you to not be able to work anymore. It can, you know what I'm saying, your insurance, if you get into a car accident, child, your insurance is going to go up. Okay? So, but the whole point in this was Peter ain't shit. Okay? If there's anyone on here we're going to shame, it's going to be Peter, not Amina. Because all she did was say, hey, child, I had to come back home to Germany. Because Peter ain't shit. I had to move back with my peoples around here. Okay. I had to go back to Germany with my kids. And a part of that may be me trying to be an artist in America ain't working. You know what I'm saying? That could be her. You know what? I gotta go regroup. Because you know she came to the States to do music. And that's what she got with Peter. And that was the child. Where was that? Because where was her season of Love and Hip Hop? Because let me see. Amina Butterfly. Okay. Let's see when. Now, Amina is she's 42. Okay, she's 42. Child, wait, hold on. Because her and Peter got married in 2013. So, what, 12 years ago? She was 30. Damn. That's a baby. Wait, what? Oh, wait. But child, look, I'm still waiting. When is gonna get here? Okay, give me my money, Bishop Robbery. Okay. But yeah, I commend her for admitting her fault. Because you know, sometimes we see celebrities and we're like, damn, they fell off. It's like, no, but life happens. Everybody is not Beyonce. Everybody ain't Jay-Z. Hell, everybody ain't even Robin Thicke. Okay. Everybody don't have. So she was honest. I ain't got it. I had child.
Insufficient funds. You ain't got no money. Why would she say that? Like,
child. Anyway, y'all. Lastly, we're gonna say Peter Gunz ain't shit, and that's the point of the matter. The last thing I want to get into is Christian Keys. So, you know, the new season, well, first y'all take a little second, okay? Take one little minute and dance with Bishop Robbery and like the video. We ain't seen Bishop Robbery in them days in a long time, child. Anyway, so the new season of All the Queen's Men is coming back. I think of July 24th. Child, Bishop Robbery was sentenced to 9 years in prison last year. So he's been to trial. He has been found guilty and he's been sentenced. He's been in prison for over a year now. He got 8 more years left. But yeah, he's locked up. They won't let him out. He's been locked up. He locked up like R. Kelly. The child locked up. Throw away the key. What we gonna do? I don't know, but he ain't around here no more. Okay, he's in prison fighting.
I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
Anyway, so yeah, the part 2 of season 4 of All the Queen's Men on BT Plus had a little like premiere trailer that came out. Okay, Christian said, hold up now. What's happening? I got some things to say. I want to play my video of it. Hold on. Because I like to pause it the right way. Okay. And sometimes pausing it the right way, it be the wrong way. Okay.
July 24th, the second half of All the Queen's Men.
Now y'all know Christian Keys was on the social medias back in 2023 saying somebody was right grabbing asses and dicks and was trying to get with me when I was young and tender and I wasn't gay and it was a man child and I don't know who it is and blah 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 blah. He never said who it was, child. He then shut up. He then took down all the posts and we ain't heard shit since then. Okay. Well, he's back. Okay, he's back saying something is up.
And season 4 drops. I'm excited. I was already happy to be turning 50 on that day. But this is an even better present. So if anybody can figure out how to do a big ass internet watch party or something like that, please let me know so I can try to pull up and enjoy it with y'all and share that moment with y'all. Shout out to the couple 100,000 of y'all that are renewing their BT Plus subscription just for our favorite show. I do the same thing. It's cool.
Now that was shade. Okay. That's him saying, don't nobody watch BT Plus. Now I have a consistent BT Plus subscription. Even though I guess in between shows I could cancel it, but I'm like, I don't have time to be remembering. It's $10. You know, well, I guess it's $120 a year. My point is, him saying, "Oh, the people don't sign up until our show comes." But I watch Zatima, I watch Family Business. I now watch, Divorce Sister. So I watch a couple of other shows on BT Plus. So I just keep it around or whatever. Plus, BT Plus is not up here now. But him making it seem as if hundreds of thousands of people, child, I don't believe that. But either him being a little shady saying, oh yeah, our show bring the people back to the yard. I guess so.
Not judging you. I will say in transparency, it is disappointing to continuously find out that your show is coming back on the internet instead of finding out from the network. And
so he beefing with the network.
I've mentioned that in previous seasons and it's still happening. Or to see the trailer online and have to go search for the trailer so I can try to download the trailer for the hit show that I created for this studio and this network.
So that means he beefing with the studio. He beefing with the network because he said he created, Christian Key, I think, wrote the book like years ago, which then became the TV show and stuff like that. So even him saying like they will premiere the season, they will do all of this stuff and no one would tell me. The production company, the network is doing things with my show and I don't know. Which to me means they upset with you or you upset with them. There is a clear cut issue between you and them. So between him and at least BT.
Instead of getting it sent when everybody else is getting theirs, it does feel dismissive and disrespectful when it continues to happen and you've addressed it and it still happens.
So that means it's been a known, because this is season 4. So there has been a known long-standing issue if every time the show comes out, they're not including you. So where did that start from? What happened? So that's a bit of transparency, and there's been an issue between me and the studio, me and the network.
So at this point, I do not believe that the prequel series that I've written and the spinoff show, any prequel or sequels, I do not believe I'll be doing them with BET.
Now, to me, this is the same thing he did with the allegations. Because he posted this on his IG on a TikTok. To me, this is him again saying, I'm going to come to social media and talk out a threat to get what I want. Because clearly, behind the scenes, you've been beefing with production and the people for a minute. Because there's no reason as to why if this is his show, they should not be letting him know, hey, yeah, the show gonna premiere July. What I'm saying, he should absolutely have that information. So I feel like if y'all have been beefing behind the scenes, like, okay, I'm gonna come public. I'm gonna come around here and say, hey, y'all, because a lot of people do love the show All the Queen's Men. So him say, hey, I wrote a prequel. I have any sequels or any spinoffs that come from All the Queen's Men. I'm not gonna do it with BET. Y'all may have All the Queen's Men, but anything else from that brand, I'm gonna do it somewhere else. Because y'all playing with me. And he has every right to do that. He has every right to want to protect his intellectual property. He has every right to not want to work with a network or streaming service that is disregarding him as the creator of this franchise.
I'm speaking with some amazing people that are interested, other streamers. So the All the Queen's Men universe will continue to thrive. I'm just not sure where it's going to be. It's not up to the studio. It's not up to the network.
Now that right there, okay, that's him calling out Tyler Perry without saying Tyler Perry's name, because we all know that All the Queen's Men is shot at Tyler Perry Studios. We all know that Tyler Perry Studios is the production company of All the Queen's Men. That's why so many people thought the show was a Tyler Perry show. So him saying it ain't up to the studio, Tyler Perry. It ain't up to, you know, saying that's him talking direct, in my opinion. That's him talking directly to Tyler Perry Studios, because that's where it came from. Now, the new season is going to come out. He's in the show. You know, he's absolutely in the show. So it's him saying it ain't up to nobody else. It's up to me. Okay, you mad at Tyler? Okay.
It's up to me, thankfully. So I will let you guys know where it's going to end up. You know, whether you noticed or not, season 2, my Created by credit was removed. And I asked to get it back, and they said no. And I ended up having to call the WGA, call the union to force the studio to give me my credit back that I had earned. I created this 15 years ago, and I've been working on it for 15 years.
So that means he's been beefing with them since season 2. So there has been many issues since season 2, because if he's saying they took off my created by credit going into season 2, that means after the first season, he's been beefing with them. Now, I don't know why that would happen at all. Don't have no idea. Okay. However, he's dropping T little by little, meaning we've been beefing since season 2. They consistently don't tell me what's going on with my own show. No, you may think others are in control, but they're not in control. It's supposed to be my shit. So I'm gonna come on here and publicly, for transparency, let y'all know what's happening.
I think God gave it to me because he knew I was going to protect it, and I will. But some things, you know, these things got to change. So I'll figure out where it's going to be, but the universe will continue. All the Queen's Men universe will carry on.
Meaning, hey, BET, unless y'all want me to try to take my stuff elsewhere, do what I want. And again, as the creator of the franchise, that's his right to do. It's fully within his right to do. However, if he's only doing, if this is like a veiled threat, if he don't really have anywhere else to take it, he's just saying it in hopes to get what he wants. I mean, that's a tactic.
And it'll continue to get even bigger and even better. The Vegas residency, I'm looking at next summer for the stage play, All the Queen's Men Live. I'm hoping to drop it in Vegas at an amazing casino. I'm speaking with a couple casinos right now, hoping to drop it in there next summer and then go on tour, hopefully to a city near you.
So again, he's hoping all these things will happen. But I'm like, but will it, if you're beefing with the network and them? Like, if he created it, do they have any licensing rules to where he can't take it elsewhere? Like, I don't want them, don't fight over it. We like it.
Or to your city. So, and the play is written. It's incredible. So I'm really excited about that. So there's a lot of good news, a lot of great things going on within the All the Queens Men world. In the prequel and sequel space, unfortunately, there are going to be a few personnel changes. You know, sometimes it happens, unfortunately, where some people get entitled or arrogant and unprofessional and, you know, start coming to work high and inebriated on a regular basis, or start saying whatever they want to when the camera's rolling, and disrespectful ad libs and things. And those things will be addressed.
Child, now this gonna be a prequel and a sequel. That would mean what current, like, who you calling out? Because all the Queens Men, if it's a prequel, that would mean the only prequel I can see, maybe an AMP prequel. It could be, Madam beforehand. It could be Big D when he was in New Orleans. Could it? It can go many ways. But him saying, yeah, the prequel we had with cast or personnel, okay, who was on staff currently, yeah, we're not gonna have them. They be, and who high and drunk, who on the drugs.
So
that would have to be a cast member. If he's saying they be high and drunk and ad-libbing on camera, that would have to mean someone on the current cast.
there may be some personnel changes, but the show will go on. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about July 24th. And I love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for the love and support for our favorite show.
Child, I wish anyone who owns their intellectual property, I wish them well. I do. And if the production company, if the network, be that BT Plus, is playing people, they should not do that. You know what I'm saying? But I just hope this is not a trick that Chris, because again, this is the same thing he pulled before, saying these allegations of people doing things, to him, but never saying like who it is or whatever. And then he just kind of went away, and then we did not hear anything else about it. Okay, so I don't know, but to me, he was talking about Tyler Perry. Okay, to me, he was absolutely calling out Tyler Perry Studios and BT Plus. So I hope it works out for him. I do. I did not realize it's freaking 11:45. Okay. 2.5. Y'all just be letting me talk, child. Why y'all be doing that to me? Tell me, Jaylee, girl, it is late. We tired. It's bedtime for Bonzo around here. Okay. I don't be paying that much attention. Okay, but anyway, y'all, I hope y'all had a good time, child. This was supposed to be an easy breezy review, and it was a 2.5 hour tour. And as I said in the beginning of the video, I will be cutting this video up. So there will be a Simon portion tomorrow. There will be a Christian Keys and Tyler Perry portion tomorrow, and a Peter and Amina portion tomorrow. I'm cutting the video up, so those who may not know, we're gonna cut it up. So I'm not trying to repurpose content. Okay, I'm not trying to cheat y'all out of whatever, but everybody may not see this because YouTube be playing. Okay, so the repost of the clips is just because that's what we do now. Anyway, y'all, make sure to go watch the other videos I have around here. You know what I'm saying? Watch the other lives and content, the premiere stuff as well, because there's always content to be shown, child. We know it's always something, okay? But y'all, like the video, subscribe, share the video as well, okay? I will possibly be back tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow. I say air that I don't know. I'm guessing I will be live tomorrow at 9 p.m. So come on back around here, okay? I love you all. Have a good evening. Good night, okay? And get rid of the foolishness on these streets. Anyway, Bye.